It has been an incredible 2 days in New York. Inside the People's Park, Central Park, our host, 800 acres, of which we took a couple and turned it into a beach volleyball stadium, much to the delight of the New York volleyball community, who have shown up and shown out throughout. As we enter our final match of our stay here in Week 6, San Diego taking on New York on the women's side. Newberry-Urango versus Quiggle and Rice. Quiggle and Rice still looking for their first win, but like a lot of teams, kind of rounding into shape, playing some of their best volleyball. San Diego, on the other hand, it's been a tumultuous journey. This is an important one for them. Cameron Irwin.
It is, without a doubt. They're sitting at 2-5 currently, and I feel like one more win, getting them up to that 3-win mark, is going to be kind of the benchmark to make Chicago, to make the championships as that 5 or 6 seed. So again, very important for San Diego to pick up a win here.
So we're getting used to that Newberry-Urango partnership. They lost yesterday to Mel and Brandy, who prepared quite well, did a nice job shutting down Devin Newberry, who was a positive terror in Los Angeles.
And Devin Newberry has just been a force of the net. One of the aspects I love most about her is her ability to pull off the net and play defense. However, with Megan Rice on the other side of the net, anytime she's taken a look at a swing, I want to see Devin Newberry stay big, stay tall, and get up there and try and find some good block touches. Against Corinne Quiggle, it's going to be a different story. She's going to be able to pull off the net from time to time, and it's going to force Quiggle to make some changes. As you see, Gina Urango also just one of the most versatile players you'll see in the AVP. I love that she can play with multiple athletes, different styles of play, but really it's the chemistry, her approach to the game, that allows her to pair with Devin Newberry so well. Yeah,
adaptable excellence through new partners and diverse opponents. Gina's been finding a way to win, and Devin stepped into the unknown last week, performed like a pro, and they had a very nice weekend here. They're looking for the split, and it will come against the New York Nitro, who took the first set off of Brasher and Nuss last night, but the mistakes kind of crept into their game as the match wore on.
One of the biggest differences we saw last night against Team TKN for the New York Nitro was a different serving strategy. As you see, Corinne Quiggle now take the sand, and it came in part by a lot of placement serves. Deep into the court, a little bit still utilizing that jump topspin serve, but taking a little bit of the pace off to be able to manage the game more appropriately and trust their defensive prowess.
Megan Rice was 4-of-5 in that first set. They then gave her a few more opportunities. She went 5 for 11 in the second and 2 for 7 in the third. The heat is on as we are in the afternoon here. 3:10, sun is high, sun is out, 88 degrees, fairly high humidity, not much of a breeze per se here in Central Park as we finish it off with match number 8. Gina will chip it in, Quiggle pops it up and puts it away.
Corinne Quiggle out of Pepperdine has just been really a consummate professional throughout her career. She continues to grow, currently coming off of a hip surgery, and I've just been impressed with her ability to still move at such a high level. She actually feels like she's moving better than she had in years previous.
That cut shot falls down in front. Nice job by Devin Newberry out of UCLA, part of the new generation of players taking over the women's scene. We've been seeing the impact on the women's side for quite some time, but the takeover minus Gina Urango is basically complete. That ball's a little bit tight, and work cross court by Quiggle. Quiggle has seen more attempts than her partner. She's definitely been the target. Had to side her way out of being targeted in a couple of matches. Teams tend not to relent.
And she's done it in a multitude of ways, whether it's her shot selection or the ability to take a cut at the ball like that last rally.
Gina to the sand play continues. She's back up. Nobody up this time. Newberry showing the defensive chops. Quiggle again, nobody up that time. It's a kill deep into the court.
These conditions are going to prove to be even more challenging for a blocker like Devin Newberry. It requires so much physical output to run to the net every single time, and then to pull off the net defensively. It takes speed and great stamina, and she's going to have to showcase that in this matchup.
Rice got there the first time, looking for another. That time she'll influence it. It's not always about the stuff, but that was another area last night where New York just did not compete continually with Austin. Got outblocked 4-0.
Megan Rice, one of the more undersized blockers. Her partner says she plays bigger than 5'10". Still looking to develop a little bit more of that net game.
Yeah, Megan Rice has been going for the jump serve, but hasn't been getting enough return on the risk.
Excuse me, I stole 2 inches from her. 6 foot, Megan Rice.
Yeah, shrinking people.
I'm sorry. You turned Phil into 6'10".
Gina with an excellent second get. Jump set, nobody there. And it's out of bounds. Unfortunate ending to an excellent play.
The level of difficulty on that jump set has to be mentioned. When you have a variable surface, AKA sand, that means that every time you jump, you're having to really gather yourself and build that balance, starting from your feet all the way up to your core. And that is really required when going for that jump set.
Option given, option taken. That's been the main way Megan Rice has gotten involved, save a couple of matches, is trying to pull those option plays. Off the block, out of bounds. Gina Urango did not see the signal immediately and cast an incredulous look to the R1. Right side Quiggle, line the initial call. She'll go with it with some heat past the block. We're at 6-4.
Do you have an array of attacks? That's the question you have to ask when looking for a partner. And Corinne Quiggle, apart from her ability to shoot the ball, now she is showing that she can hit heavy angle as well as heavy line.
That ball's a mismangled contact, and it's out of bounds. Let's check in with Rich Lamborn, who is courtside.
Okay. Yeah, I was just talking to sports psych for the San Diego Smash, Dr. J, Justin, and what he tells his ladies going into a match like this. He said for Devin Newberry, it's all about slowing things down. He had the cue of be present, and that seems to kind of slow the quick working mind of Devin Newberry. And then for Gina, she just shows up and lets it rip, he said. And so her cue was to just play. It kind of takes her back to childhood when mom would drop her off at the beach, give her some money, and she'd stay there all day and just have a good time being a beach volleyball player. So those were kind of the mental cues for the San Diego Smash ladies.
Like it, Richie, taking it back to the joy of the game. We saw the Taylors trying to employ that strategy as well. In our previous match here, what strategy will they employ at the net? Newberry. Good touch there. That ball will be tight, and she will be outreached by Quiggle.
It's fun to watch Devin Newberry and just her eyes go to work throughout rallies as a blocker. There's the chase from Gina Urango. But here's a good look at Devin Newberry. She locks in on the attacker and the ball, trying to keep it all within her vision, allowing her to still be an effective blocker at a smaller stature.
It is 7-7. We are 1 point to the side switch. Somebody.
One of the other skills that's going to be challenged for the San Diego Smash in this matchup is Urango's ability to set in transition, especially if Devin Newberry is pulling off the net. Some of those quick defensive digs, they aren't going to be necessarily in system. So Urango has already had to throw a couple sets all the way up to the net, not able to see her target.
Teams trading some errors, but staying close here in the first set. Best 2 of 3 playing to 15. We had a couple of 3-setters to start this second day in New York, and then a rather fast third set. Look at our remaining schedule, and things are getting tight here. Austin and Dallas up next. Of course, we've had Palm Beach and San Diego. They are in their final opportunities to appear. Austin will be in a similar situation come next week. And then we'll be off to the Chicago Championships, where we'll have the pairs titles for the top 6 teams in both the men's and women's sides. They'll compete for that, as well as the AVP League Cup will finish up.
Newberry with a nice look there. Gets the touch off the top of the block. She had quite a bit of hang time there. Just about 2 weeks of practice, or less than 2 weeks of practice for the San Diego Smash on the court with one another. Means they got to figure out that set tempo.
You go behind, well off the net, and hit onto the sideline.
Making something of that last side out opportunity. As a beach volleyball player, you always want to better the ball, even if you're slightly out of system. Can you find the next best contact?
There's a quality contact from Jeannie Arango. Step back move is not going to be ideal, but it is a game of better the ball. Once your teammate contacts the ball, you have to do what you can.
You can see this is that pulling move from Devin Newberry, and just an even better location from Quiggle, who works to the left side.
Gina, quick response there to the charging MJ Rice.
Yeah, wants to be a little bit more in the mix, take some of the pressure off her partner. Do it with a quick side out on the option play.
Opportunity San Diego, again with the pull. Newberry with the point as well. First lead of the set and of the match for San Diego. Comes at an opportune time, over 10.
Newberry again able to pull off the net and actually take that with her platform. Most you'll see take it over her head, but she's so quick. She drops off the net so well. Able to get 2 hands on it.
Gina trying to spin that one down in front, nearly had it. Instead, she'll get it back and chip it for the win. New York giving it all they could, but they fall down 12-10. Seems like time for a timeout.
Gotta love the all-out effort on the side of the New York Nitro, but relentless is the pressure of the San Diego Smash.
Yeah, one back flipper was good. Can't put 2 of those in a rally, MJ. So timeout called by New York, trailing now by 2.
Let's go. Show me you want it. Let's go.
It's just us keeping them in, right? We made 5 errors ourselves, and we're tied, essentially, which is, it's a good spot to be in.
Listen.
Yeah, this is just a good serve from her. One side out, we're literally touching everything again, right?
Did he really not get anything?
Let's go after them, execute all we need. Put the ball in the court, and we're freaking dominating.
That's what you did. There you go. Huh? Oh, you got a big. You got a big.
Hey, first contact here.
You got a sign and everything.
Do not let the record fool
Stay
you.
loose and enjoy it. Come on.
One more up top.
You want ice?
Both teams trying to stay cool as they come back out for the finishing moments of this first set. So don't sleep on New York. That's because they won 15-12 set number 1 against the undefeated Aces. And the second set featured 6 set points for Austin. New York fought them off, but eventually went down 21-19 and then kind of ran out of gas 15-5 in that third set. But boy, they had played a host of good volleyball to that point. Here, they're still in the first one.
Fun, too, to see Alex, the boyfriend of Corinne Quiggle, coaching up the New York Nitro.
Former Pepperdine Wave. Bad pass, they'll deal with it and go right through the cable.
Fun fact too is Corinne has been learning German. She says she's at the B1 intermediate level. They've been dating for 7 years, as Alex is Austrian, so she's still working on it. But she's getting up there.
Ball a little too far outside. Opportunity New York. There's a nice high set. Beautiful delivery, MJ to Corinne.
What a way that even the scorer, Corinne Quiggle, just trusting herself on that extended set, just takes a cut at the ball.
And just like that, it's 12-12, and we will take a team timeout.
So both teams now have utilized their timeout.
Stay hydrated with water and sun cruiser as the day goes on. A little bit dehydrated, a little bit hydrated. Sun Cruiser left a good times cruise with real ice speed.
So Devin Newberry joined the league and made an impact immediately. She again is performing well in this first set.
And she's making the most of her opportunity, right? Filling in for Tony Rodriguez, and a big reason why is she's got the support of her other partner, Jaden Whitmarsh. This is a duo that tried to qualify into the league alongside one another. They were so close. They actually had a match point in one of the qualifying events in Huntington Beach against Chang and Shaw, but ultimately it went the opposite direction. You can see, though, this is last week in the Intuit Dome. Jaden Whitmarsh supporting her partner, Devin Newberry, on the sand, and it is truly a great friendship, a great partnership. There were over 40 people, 30 to 40 people in the Intuit Dome to support Devin Newberry, another 20 here in New York. And what an incredible opportunity to make your league debut and a teammate that's there to support you along the way.
Chrissy is going to throw a mini ball out. Right after this, Chrissy, between sets. Nope, she's got.
Can use all that support here as it's a race to 3. Cameron Irwin, I'll flip it for you this time. What do you think determines this first set?
It's a great question. I'm looking right now. I think Devin Newberry's ability to transition and swing is going to be critical, as is Corinne Quiggle's.
How about a soft vertical layoff there by Quiggle?
My question is Devin Newberry going to stay at the net a bit more? You saw so many opportunities to pull off the net and dig, but that's going to take a toll on you. You want to get Gina Urango involved means, hey, stay at the net a little bit and let her pick up a dig.
Now let her scoop to score. Looking for another one of those is New York right now. Well off the net is Gina. She'll drive it right down the middle. Smartly done. They've lost the ad. They'll be looking to get that back here. Net violation will go against Newberry, and there you go. New York goes to a set point. Big moment for the Nitro.
But see, that's exactly it. Newberry decides to stay, instead walks away with the net violation because the high shot she knew was just going to fall.
Pretty easy serve, Newberry. Into the angle, there's Quiggle. For the first set, that's a winner.
Gotta love the New York Nitro.
New York feeling the home crowd as a late push of the first set has them looking at a second set and perhaps their first victory of the season. They'd love to do it on home sand.
How about a little magic? How about a little magic, huh?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP. By Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, let the good times cruise. And by StubHub, the official ticketing partner of the AVP. Beautiful skyline here in Manhattan. And these guys are looking at none of it right now. They see about 25 buildings where there are 5 after they spin with Dizzy Bat and Mark Sherman.
Kevin, what have you learned about the Dizzy Bat that you need to improve on?
That I don't ever want to do it again. We did it one time, Cam. It was terrible. That and the teacups. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Thank you, one guy. Thank you. This is what I don't want to have happen.
Oh, dear.
Get that gentleman a Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea right after this.
Then he'll really be dizzy.
Yeah. All right, he's almost done. He's already won.
Let's get a little bit faster. Let's keep on going. Hey, you won like 30 seconds ago, buddy. Nice job. Yeah, I got you.
Get the rake, drag him off. Here we go. Time for set number 2. My man is spent. That is the most perfect sand mark on the back of a head I've ever seen. Good job, sir. Hope you're having fun. We're enjoying AVP League play here in 2025. New York Nitro. Trying to put one on the board. San Diego trying to make one last final impression here. They're going to have to win the next 2 sets. Try and put themselves in a position to be top 6 and arrive at the Chicago Championships. First set, both teams quite similar offensively, but a little more consistency between Quiggle and Rice. Urango carrying things with 833. She's 5 of 6. Newberry just 3 of 11 with 1 error. That's 182. So a little deeper dive on those numbers. We'll see if Newberry can get on track here. Or your partner just takes care of it herself.
Interesting numbers, too, for Quiggle as opposed to Newberry. This is a defender versus a blocker defensively. Newberry with 4 total digs in set number 1. Quiggle with 6. That just showcases how much Devin Newberry is pulling off the net like she does here.
Yeah, and there's another dig for you, Cameron. Perfect timing. And the swing you wanted, but it's a bigger block. MJ rising up.
She truly is one of the best jumpers on the women's side. It's really fun to watch how she can elevate here. But more importantly, gets that left hand pressed well over the height of the net.
Not this time. Newberry slices around. Megan Rice's first block there was the first block of the entire match.
Big question heading into set 2 here is how much can Urango impact this second set? 6 of 7 in set number 1. And how does she get the ball is the biggest question.
Yeah, how many of those little chips can you do, or can we go to the option? If you're the San Diego Smash, you might be asking yourself. She'll go to the jump serve here, can impact it from the service line. Gina known to get her serve going. And Gina was paired with Tony Rodriguez. They were one of the toughest serving teams in the AVP. 3-3, second set after close first set action. A late push from New York went 15-13. I'm Kevin Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin. Olympian and gold medalist Rich Lamborn is courtside. I saw him walking around talking to the microphone by himself, so he's got some information for us, I'm sure, forthcoming as we progress through this match.
It would be our third 3-setter of the day if they do. The Nitro looking to close it out.
We spoke with Devin Newberry just about the impact of service pressure now playing in the league. Again, just in her second weekend in this type of a format. She said, you know, we always thought we served well in college, but once you get to this level, it's a whole different ball game. You have to serve not just with power, but placement, with strategy. It's not just where the ball's going, it's where it's coming from. There's just so many aspects. When the margins are so slim, that's one of the few areas you can try and differentiate yourself.
There's a way to get involved. The option softly done over the top of MJ Rice. I love the rivalries that are getting carried forward here too to the professional level. You have Megan Rice and Devin Newberry, who played against each other in college, LMU and UCLA. But you also have them sometimes inside partnerships. Gina Urango, a Trojan. Devin Newberry, no love for the Trojans. Having lost a pair of national titles as that USC program under the guidance of one Dane Blanton has become an powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse.
So you talk about being undersized as a blocker. This is a good look. Watch, Devin Newberry drops completely out of the frame. That is how she is really working those hip flexors, getting down, using every ounce of her lower body strength to get as high as possible.
Same move, chip over the top once again. New York with another point.
But again, that move, ooh, it takes so much effort, so much work, and that's what's beautiful too about league play. You have one match in a day, so she can just go all out from start to finish.
Yeah, it started, I think, back to Ricardo Santos. Used to do that a ton, completely disappear out of frame. And that's a large man to make disappear. It's like the Statue of Liberty and David Copperfield.
Right through the wickets, Devin Newberry.
That might be my favorite reference you've ever used.
I'm glad you were here. Glad you got it. Thanks, Cam. We're having a little fun here in New York. Hopefully you are having fun watching the AVP League in 2025. Seen a ton of superlative performances throughout. Austin Aces continue to be impressive. They handed the Passion just their second loss as Rice cranks one and the home crowd was waiting for it.
Man, when she takes a swing at a ball like that, it's almost as if she looks like she's playing on the hard court. Elite elevation, again, from Rice.
Newberry with the cut, and they'll take us to the side change now at 8-6. Teams will flip sides, gives us a chance to check in with Richie.
Thanks, guys. Talked quickly with the Nitro coach, Alex, about what they did to kind of overcome the deficit late in set one. He said we just had to recommit to our game plan, be a little bit better in the execution on our side of the net. They're going to have to do the same thing here, find themselves in a little bit of a hole at the side change, set number 2. Let's see if they can do it.
Little known crossover in the sport. Alex from Austria. Rich Lamborn played professionally in Austria. Cameron Irwin played professionally in Austria. I played professionally in Austria.
Look at us.
Yeah. V Gates, everyone.
As did, no, Casey was in Sweden. Shoot.
Way to ruin it, Case. Another big swing this time. Finding it from the other side, Megan Rice. Well, I like moving her around. Big step out to the right and an absolute crush.
The more you can increase her angles, the better. That means attacking from the exterior of the court, really opening up that heavy cross-court swing as well as a nice line shot.
And they'll add on the ace there. And we are tied once again. New York able to generate some small runs here. Sandy Chirango is going to use a towel break, try and slow him down. Rice deep serve on Newberry, matching up again. Good touch, your partner just can't get there.
Wonderful control from Devin Newberry from the start to the finish of that play. The pass in system, quiet platform, she worked into her approach and just sees the high hands and attacks.
New York haven't gone 3 with that close second set. You know, they're want to get off the sand here midday. Make it quick. Instead, it's Urango with the dig. Quiggle matches. Covers herself. Better opportunity here. Nobody. Newberry out of her pocket. And to the corner.
That's simply insane. Just so good from Devin Newberry, pulling off the net with the poke dig here, or excuse me, off the left hand. And right in system in transition. From the left to the right, point to San Diego.
A little quick offense. Another nice pull dig. Urango, rare opportunity. Newberry feasting on top instead.
Couple one-arm bandits out on the sand right now.
Well, you can see San Diego sucking a little wind here. How much do you think the environment is mattering after these long, protracted rallies?
It's like drinking a long glass of water right now in New York. Just the humidity rising. This is the type of play that'll just send you spinning.
Listen, you're in New York. It's kind of a Nathan's hot dog eating contest or a lemonade chug contest, a little Badlands chug kind of thing. These long rallies, sucking wind. See if we can take you inside the players' boxes here.
Of the one-time only 2025 AVP New York Central Park t-shirts. They found one in the bottom of the box. So I've got one more to give out, and it is the Central Park t-shirts. And I got to think about who I'm giving it to.
Exact same spot as in the first
That
set.
is
We
not
tied
gonna
one
work
out,
on me.
we rattle a couple off of them.
We're gonna have to work for it. Somebody's got to convince me.
Sounds a little bit like Marv Dunphy. Side one out, and then we'll do something else. I like that.
The other side of the net too, saw Chase Buttinger in the mix with the San Diego Smash, just trying to get Devin Newberry right. You can see, again, the toll this is taking.
Well, Phil Dalhauser said it. West Coast guys getting killed out here. It is hot. This is not the humidity and heat that the West Coast has had. The primary training facility for San Diego cannot simulate these conditions.
It tests your mind and it tests your body.
Long way to run here to get to the net. And then be dynamic. Pulls off and that ball is out. Things looking good for San Diego. We're going to give maximum volleyball entertainment here on a Sunday.
Yeah, not to mention Newberry. They pick up this second. She's going to have to battle through yet another. And it's nothing about her conditioning. It's just the simple way, the style in which she plays beach volleyball as an undersized blocker. That's what's making it so challenging.
That 4-0 run comes to an end there with the service error. Boy, you'd like to just put that one in. 12-9 life for New York. You'd have to start right now. There's a time for a chip shot. The veteran experience of Gina Urango.
The beauty of Gina Urango, again, giving her partner a break and coming away with a point at the same time.
Jump set, crowd likes it.
That's the hard way to showcase your power. As a right-handed attacker on the right side, to be able to turn that back to the line, it is a true challenge. You gotta let that ball cross your left shoulder, keep those shoulders into the line squared off, and make good contact.
Switching to a short strategy. Didn't work. San Diego with one more can force us to a third decisive and final set here in New York. Newberry through a routine. Quiggle push to the pin. Newberry looking to the corner now. Quiggle runs it down. And puts it through the cable. And answer the block the other way. Newberry. A gunny performance to finish the set 15-10.
All-out war in this second set between the New York Nitro and the San Diego Smash, and Devin Newberry and her style of play. There it is, pulling off the net, and she seals set number 2 with what makes her so great.
Coaches will tell you, the measure of a player is not when everything's going well, as it did last week for Devin Newberry. Palm Beach got to her yesterday. First set of this one, New York got to her. She had 3 kills on 11 attempts with 1 error. What'd she do? She responded. 9 kills on 11, hitting 720 in the second set, including finishing it off 15-10 for her side.
Hard to get goosebumps with this amount of heat, but those are the kind of numbers. That's the turnaround you love to see from these professional athletes.
Quiggle goes 2 kills, 2 errors on 9 in that set. You might want to stick with her a little bit. Cameron, what do you think determines this third set as a little tape work gets done for Ginny Arango?
I think it's going to come down to Devin Newberry. Quite honestly, I think Ginny Arango is trying to alleviate some of that pressure, but that only goes so far. So if Devin Newberry can continue the momentum from set number 2, she's going to be the difference maker here.
I wonder, will anybody pick up some blocks here? We saw that 1 block in the first set. We haven't seen anything since. Got a lot of touches.
Yeah, I don't know for the San Diego Smash if really Devin's going to stay up there in terms of picking up a block or not. On the side of the New York Nitro, can they stay in system and really start to force some of those cuts the opposite direction?
Yeah, great call, Cam, because it is working for San Diego. Newberry now with 8 digs and 3 control blocks. So while the stuffs aren't there, certainly the other aspects of what she's doing defensively are working.
And now we listen to DJ Roche.
Two more chances to join us. Austin, Dallas for the regular season, and then come on out to Chicago. Mark Sherman brings it every time, gets the crowd involved, gets everyone going. Our sold-out crowd here inside Woolman Rink in Central Park. VIP folks enjoying the courtside access and cheering on their favorite team. Saw a lot of merch going out. Good job by everybody showing up.
The New York Nitro merch is gone, and it was gone yesterday. New York deciding the hometown team is definitely theirs.
If you love volleyball, come on out. See us this year and ensure we come back to your city next year. Next stop, Austin. Final stop, Dallas. Championships in Chicago. Oak Street Beach. The traditional cap to the summer season.
The final set of 15 here in Central Park.
Final set about to get underway. Arango, a little ole, and good thing because that one was long.
A bit of levity to start set number 3. I love Arango's reaction as she pulls back her hands. I meant to do that.
Point smash. Big move by Newberry, but it's hit off the block and out of bounds. We're even at 1.
There it is for Devin Newberry, staying up in the net, trying to reach to her left side.
Teams even up in digs, 10 apiece. Of course, that score is only going to be a +2 for San Diego in this closely contested final match. And no surprise with the humidity to see a little bit of glasses maintenance going on, the sand sticking to everything. If you're wondering what will happen to this 300 tons of sand after we're done with it, it's going to be used to replenish the other beach courts, the regular public beach courts here inside Central Park. It was sanded, or sanded. How can you sand sand? It was sifted and filtered to be ready for competition, and it will be a really nice addition to those public courts.
I was gonna say, is that a riddle? I don't know the answer to that one.
What grit sandpaper do you use to sand sand? Newberry, one touch, but not two. Got so much on the line for New York here, just mentally. Trying to pick up a win. I mean, this is the best of the best in the United States. You're looking at every match being a challenge. And the only pair of rookies in the league have had a rough go of it here, despite playing top shelf volleyball. Played a lot of good volleyball when we were in the Hamptons a few weeks ago. Just could not get over the hump in those very close 2 sets.
You know, I'm on the other side of the net right now. I can't help but think of Gina Urango. Just the journey she's been. She was the MVP in 2024 for the league. They pick up the title. She then starts again with Tony Rodriguez. The injury happens early in the year. She doesn't even get to train with Tony because of some of the international versus domestic situations. She's had multiple partners, finds Abby Van Winkle for one event to close it out, and then ultimately now alongside Devin Newberry. What this would mean to make the championships, having played with 3 different partners in the league.
Well, throw in her win at the AVP Contenders event in Denver during weeks off from league play, where she played with Avery Jackson and picked up the victory there, 6 straight matches. Dropped 1 set. Yeah, Gina has been kind of a tour de force of how to come into your own in your mid-30s. But they'd love this set. Trying to play their best volleyball down the stretch as San Diego did last year to get that title. That one finds its way through the block. If they do make the championships, I'd like Gina to show up day 1 in the belt, please. Wear that championship belt. Over the shoulder, on the waist, I don't care. Either way, it's fine. Just bring it. Listening to her partner and hearing, yep, as she hit it 5-4. San Diego with another smooth move. And put Urango back to the line once again.
It's almost just like a 6th sense for Urango.
She sees dead people?
No, she sees the court on the other side in the open sand. 15 total kills, but I do like the reference.
She sees dead volleyballs, perhaps.
Kills.
Killed.
Less. Comes full circle, Kev.
Yeah. All right, race to 10. Big high pass as well as set. Wiggle, scoop, into the block. Rice, into the block as well. And Newberry almost not enough energy to celebrate.
Well, she didn't even know where the ball ended up. She turned around thinking that ball was going to Urango. She didn't know it came away as a block point.
Yeah, this is where all your focus goes into making some big effective move, and it's hard to move between phases when you run out of energy. Nobody up, straight down.
Newberry not happy with her decision there. A good set, and she pulls off the net. When New York's in system, that's going to be the moment where Newberry kind of considers staying at the net a moment longer to contest that attack.
Bad pass. Another New York point. 7-6, looking to the side change. And do it after the timeout. Timeout on the sand. Let's check in with Rich Lamborn.
Thanks, guys. Talking to the Smash a little bit before this set, what was going to be the key for them, and they said controlling the pace, which in their parlance means being patient, long contacts, not feeling like we're rushed out there in anything we're doing. I think the Heat is playing into that a little bit as we see them have to take a timeout. Maybe Heat impacted, but they don't want to let the pace of this third set get away from them either.
Rich, what can they do between plays to try and span that for Devin, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously very deliberate in their movements. You talked just a couple plays ago about how she didn't even have the energy to celebrate her block. So I think they are really trying to control pace start to finish and really stretch the amount of time between exertion.
Well, they certainly controlled the end of the second set. They went on a 7-2 run to finish that one off. They'd love to see a similar run here to close out a third set and a victory. They're trying to push themselves to 3-5 on the season, hoping to hang on to one of those last remaining playoff spots. They were the last team in last year. Doesn't matter once you get there. Anything is possible.
Watching Devin Newberry in the box just now, even when she grabbed her water, her hand slightly shaking. I mean, if that doesn't tell you the toll of this match. She also is just one dig behind Corinne Quiggle, the defender, on the other side.
Yeah, a lot of movements being made. There's another cover. Quiggle got it.
Corinne Quiggle doing such a solid job of recognizing Newberry when she's at the net and when she's pulling off. It's the second time that she has found a kill, just going the direction, the coverage point of Devin Newberry.
Experience in these conditions cannot be replicated. Corinne Quiggle doesn't look bothered. You know why? She's from Point Vedra Beach, Florida. A little bit north of Palm Beach, where we were earlier in the season. Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, the home of Quiggle. Middle of 3 kids. Looking for a win here alongside MJ Rice. Can't run that one down. Gina with a nice amount of movement and about half the beach on her person at the moment.
Sandy Chirango in full effect.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if I'm Urango, I'm going to get even more aggressive in that side-out game. See if she can take up some more court.
Quiggle again being asked to do work offensively and does, responding by keeping the 2-point lead.
The reason being, Urango now 12 of 18, still 0 errors on her side.
Yeah, Urango and Newberry doing a good job managing attempts here. 5 for Urango, 4 for Newberry. He's serving Newberry every ball, given the way she's feeling. And asked Gina to make something up on the fly. There she misses, 10-7.
All of those had been following her direction, but what I did like, even for New York in that moment, you saw Megan Rice starting to pull off the net. They were well prepared and ready for the option play, regardless of whether it traveled the length of the net.
Yeah, the run now 5-1 for New York. Urango stops that, 10-8. All right, little test of what New York has learned here. You have the lead in the deciding set. Can you close it out? Can you finish it off? Can you execute these last 5 points? Good tough serve. Newberry finds one in her lap and shoots it for the point. 10-9.
San Diego asking about the second contact.
What do you think, Cameron?
Questionable. You know I like the purity of contact.
I know, you are a setter at heart. Outside, Quiggle once again, nobody up. She'll collect her 21st kill to go with 10 digs. Another double-double performance for Corinne.
New York can almost toy with Devin Newberry a bit in terms of their set location. because every time that set is pulled off the net, they're forcing Devin Newberry to retreat. And in that moment, Quiggle knows exactly what's taking place, where she's going, and attacks right down the line.
Quiggle continues to work in the back behind Rice there. Newberry finds success, but they can side their way out here. New York don't want to give one back. Tight in the middle, nobody up again, through the cable and down. That's a lucky play and it'll work. 12-10. Deep serve, a lot of work here for Newberry. Got in the angle this time. Quiggle with confidence to the back line. They lead by 3.
New York is getting closer and closer to finding that taste of success. This is a team that just continues to develop. Again, 2 rookies on the sand in the AVP league for New York. Just a huge moment here as they're 2 away.
Yeah, confidence builder indeed. Ripper down the line that time. Focus on the side out. It's been a lot of work for Corinne Quiggle as of late. 13 attempts in this 3rd set. Rice just 4. Good news for New York. Quiggle 10 of 13. No errors. Toying with 800 in efficiency. Middle of the court, nobody. Got it. 11th kill of the set.
There's that look again for Quiggle. The set distance off the net forces Newberry to pull, and she just unloads.
24th kill. Match point opportunity to break the goose egg.
For a slow clap starting right now.
Overpass, redirected for the win. So the home crowd delights in the victory. A little 4-1 sprint at the end for the Nitro. The Powder Blues stand in salute. Yeah, getting those signatures and an exhausted Devin Newberry. She'll recover. Tough effort in this one, but a strong finish from their opponent. So let's get down to New York on the winning side for the winners interview. First time this year with Richie.
All right, I'm here with the New York Nitro, the winners of this one, your first win. What was the key to getting it done in the 3rd set, you think?
You know, just staying consistent. We've been playing a lot of good volleyball in the league, but consistency has been something we've been really struggling with, and we just finally put the pieces together.
Yeah, you've been in some close battles. It was nice to get over the hump in this one. How do we deal with the heat? It's fairly stifling.
Yeah, you know, we had a really great team. We had waters delivered to us. We had our cold packs in there, but it is really hot here, but this is awesome.
Your boy Alex was on the water duty. I saw it. It was a team effort. Congratulations, guys. Go get some water and some rest.
Thank you so much.
A match filled with pivotal moments. New York wins in deuce fashion in the first. The heat definitely a factor, but the Nitro handling it well. They would lose a second 15-10 off a push from San Diego, and then a push of their own to finish it 15-11. Get their first win of the year. For our entire crew here in New York who've enjoyed an evening and an afternoon of action, as well as my partners Cameron Irwin and Rich Lamborn, I'm Kevin Barnett. Goodbye, good night, and see you later from New York City.